Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Thunderbirds of Brooklyn taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here we go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Thunderbirds are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. One play in the end zone on a long touchdown pass. You knew they wanted to get him involved. He's their go-to guy. First play, though, wow.
Yeah, and I remember when I was playing, something similar happened. I remember getting to the sideline, and my coach said, so what did a scouting report with circling him, putting a star by him, did you not
What'd you miss?
that he was a good player? And that's the question I would have for them now. You know, as you said, he's a go-to guy. How is he not covered? Now, I should say, covered well.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Jackson. And he fires one incomplete. But you look at this defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That's tremendous field position, and they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow, flush to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Again, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
11 mighty, 11 common, 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow will throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Thunderbirds lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Lamar changing the play. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
2nd and 10. Jackson, option right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
On one, ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12.
Burrow on play action. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And touchdown. A big play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Thunderbirds are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21 to zip.
Ravens nothing. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now Lamar changing the look. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 61 yards. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying the crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On second down, here's Burrow. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Roquan Smith. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds Bateman over the middle. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 11.
Jackson now. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to 7. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here we go, here we go. Got it.
They go play action with Burrow. That's going to be caught by Moss. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Gun.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant, 32 yards. And the Thunderbirds take a 3-touchdown lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
McPherson now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Thunderbirds 28, Ravens 7. McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Middle.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 38.
Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore 1st.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another Baltimore 1st down.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now it's Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, as the 1st half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
11, Palmer.
1st down, here's Burrow. Forced out to his left. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 2nd and 8.
11 coming. 11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we also talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the 2nd half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They go play action now. Jackson looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to whip.
Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens get a bit closer. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
First down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They start on the ground with Robinson here. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Shahad.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. He's to the 15. Touchdown! Amari Cooper, 64 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
No, we changed it.
To throw again is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Baltimore. First down.
To throw is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Jackson now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Hey, middle.
Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Third and goal, Jackson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 2nd and 3.
11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here we go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Stop.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So a little too loose with the football there on the pitch.
And that's the danger you run into with that play. So much traffic around, and when the ball gets away from your body a little bit, sometimes bad things can happen.
Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Play action. It's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Roquan Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 43 yards. Now we watch everything with great anticipation because he just had his 999th reception. And yes, math majors, the next one, a big one, 1,000. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On 2, ready?
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle,
11.
and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Here we go, here we
Play
go.
number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
11. Stop.
To the air again, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach.
Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Thunderbirds stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Ravens 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
The
line.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11. Stop.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Gun. Stop. Stop.
Burrow on play action. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Ojabo. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They go play action now. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Again, Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 34-yard line.
Hey.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter play. Now Jackson on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Let's get set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would seem as if their three-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
12.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
12.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11. 11. Stop.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces.